All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It's Major City Monday on the Urban Conservative. Let's go.
Hey, buddy, do you like NASCAR? Do you like a Tribe Called Quest? Well, you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like manwich and nachos? Well, then you love the Urban Conservative.
Do you like guns? Do you like butter? Well, you're gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Yo, what's good, son? You like pit bulls, say? You like solving Sudoku puzzles? Then you gonna love the Urban Conservative.
Hey, buddy, if your car making a sound like this, you might want to get you some power steering fluid and check out the Urban Conservative podcast.
Are you repulsed by the idea of drag queen story time at your local library, but enjoy Carol Baskin TikTok memes? Then you would
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what it is. It is time for the Urban Conservative podcast. Yours truly, Abdul Ali, one half of the TUC twins, joined by my twin brother from the same mother, no other, Raheem, Architect Soto. What's good, bro?
Everything is good. All good on this beautiful Monday night. You know, just enjoying the East End of Long Island. It's been absolutely frigid. I don't know if like Jack Frost has been like huffing and puffing, trying to blow the house down or whatever, but it has been, it was a gorgeous day today. It looked good, but temperatures is insane out here. But chilling, man. Had a great weekend, major announcements been made. And
we're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that.
Well,
ladies
quick,
and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, tuconservative.com is the website. tuconservative.com is the website to support what we do here at the Urban Conservative, which is to share conservative values and principles, as well as the benefits of conservative policies to urban communities across this great nation of ours. We do that via this podcast. We also do that via being in them streets, engaging with people across the country. So again, tuconservative.com. Make sure you give us a like, share, follow, subscribe, and for the Listen Back crew, you can also listen back to this podcast wherever you listen to podcast. Announcement, bro.
So it is with great pleasure. It is with great enthusiastic energy that I have officially announced my candidacy for Suffolk County Legislature, District 2, representing the East End, South Shore of Long Island. That is from Montauk to the end of Southampton, our beautiful 2nd District. I am, in fact, your candidate. I'm happy to do it. I am going to work my tail off to earn your support. For those of y'all that are on the East End, my campaign is going to be about community-driven leadership. It's going to be about accountability. It's going to be about transparency, helping our families, strengthening our small businesses, and of course, protecting our beautiful, beautiful East End of Long Island, our waterways, our beaches. We have to protect these things. We have to deal with smart development here on the East End. But I'm very, very happy to announce my candidacy. In the coming weeks, I'll have material. I'll let you guys know how you can support the campaign, the donation links, the website. Right now, we're currently in the petition phase. So I would appreciate if you are on the East End and you are, part of the political structure. I need signatures right now to get on that ballot. So that's what it is. But, again, the campaign is going to be Soto for Suffolk. We are going to run a heck of a campaign. The incumbent that's there has, in my opinion, not done very much for the issues that face day-to-day citizens of our beautiful district. So I'm going to fight for you. I will be a voice in our legislature, which I have great relationships and, with everybody in our county. So I'll really be able to drive some resources to our East End. So with that said, it is official tissue. You already know. That's what it is, bro.
All right. So first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell y'all, I am super proud of my brother for doing this. And this is not a shot at anybody else that has a podcast. This is not a shot at anybody else that's a internet person. But you got to remember, when you support the urban conservative, you're actually supporting people who are getting in the arena, trying to make change, not just on the streets, but also where it counts, in the halls of power, by running for office, being a part of the process, being a part of the change that we want to see. So super proud of you, bro.
Thank you, sir.
I can't wait to come to Long Island to the kickoff event, because any chance I get to come up top, I'm going to take it. But ladies and gentlemen, make sure you stay tuned right here so we can get you those links to support my twin brother. All right, man. So look, I want to start out this Major City Monday with this right here. Okay. The reason I want to start out, and I chuckle every time I look at her face. Like, I just chuckle every time I see AOC, bro. She tickles me. Pause.
Yeah, all right. I have to say this, and not because I'm a candidate. I have to say this because this is something me and you have said for a very, very long time. The divisive nature of partisanship at this point is ugly. The reality of it is we have laws in this country, and it's not hard to figure them out. It's not hard to figure them out. You know, you just got to turn the TV off and get off of YouTube for a second, do your Googles, and look at the laws that govern our country, right? She to me has been part of driving this extremely uninformed, divisive position.
Right.
And I think it's not good. And but yeah, let's go ahead. What do you got?
So if you all may be familiar, not too long ago, AOC hosted, was it a town hall, was giving out documents to people who, and she was basically teaching the illegals how to evade ICE. Should we just say that? I mean, would it be better to just say that?
Well, let's clarify something. She's saying that she's teaching the immigrants, right? Lawful immigrants, people here that came in on the line, filed the paperwork, did everything by the book, are not the same as the people who broke our constitutional laws and entered the country illegally. Now, the analogy is, if you come home and someone has broken into your home, how obligated are you to see to this person's needs that have infiltrated and broken your home versus the person who knocked on the door and said, "Hey, may I come in?" And you said yes, as long as you wipe your feet, right? If that's your process, or I need you to take your shoes off at the door, whatever your rule is. Those are not the same things. Lawful, legal immigrants that this country welcomes here. And I want to make this clear because the left, the political left, has made this an issue that somehow the political right is against immigration. The country, we lead in immigration. We bring in more immigrants than any other country. So this notion or this narrative that somehow conservatives, Republicans, right-leaning folks are against immigration is a false narrative, and it's destructive because we're pro-immigration. We want the best and brightest coming to our country. We want those that are actually in danger, those that are actually fleeing persecution, those that are willing to come to the gates of our country and enter the country properly. We want you guys here, and we applaud you guys for doing it the right way, like our ancestors did coming through Ellis Island.
Facts. So here's what you got, ladies and gentlemen. Tom Homan goes on the news and asks for clarity about what harboring an illegal would be. And this is the letter from the AOC, Andrea, what is her name? Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Dear Attorney General Bondi, I write to request clarity on whether the Department of Justice has yielded to political pressure Do you see what she planted right there at the beginning of that letter, bro?
Oh yeah, nasty work.
Nasty work. And attempts to weaponize the agency against elected officials whose speech they disagree with. Over the past 2 weeks, Borders are, in quotes, and that shouldn't be in quotes, that's his official position. Tom Homan has gone on multiple forums threatening political prosecution against me, citing resources I distributed, informing my constituents and the American public of their constitutional and legal rights. On February 13th, Mr. Homan announced that he had asked Deputy Attorney General to open an investigation and that I will be in, quote, trouble now, end quote. It has been 14 days since Mr. Homan first threatened to weaponize your agency, but I have yet to heard of my referral from the federal government. Homan's actions undercut core constitutional rights and further transparency is necessary. I am sure you're aware of the First Amendment of the Constitution. Indeed, last week, Vice President Vance said that we may disagree with your views, but we will fight to defend your right to offer them in the public square. Mr. Homan's repeated attempts to use your agency to politically intimidate duly elected officials are a textbook threat to the right of free speech in the United States. Threatening criminal proceedings for exercising the First Amendment is itself a violation of the First Amendment. Here we go. Educating the public about their rights, especially in a time of rising uncertainty. Let me ask you a question, ladies and gentlemen. If you're an American citizen and you're in this country legally, is it really a time of uncertainty for you? Like, seriously, who could you think of, bro, is the one group of people that it is a time of uncertainty?
If you got a warrant for your arrest, if the cops is looking for you, if you are a criminal migrant that came into this country fleeing prosecution from another country, it's a time of uncertainty. It's a time of uncertainty. That's all I can think of.
If the word undocumented comes to mind, okay.
Right, but even with that, I think this is again, because we say these things, but we gotta be careful because Homan said the same thing. First and foremost, we're going after dangerous criminals.
Right.
Which there is no shortage of, apparently, because they've been getting busy. They're not going to schools, arresting abuela. They're not going to take certain, they're not looking for everybody. Now, he did say you're on the table, but the reality of it is, and I'll say this, we need to fix the system. It shouldn't take forever. It shouldn't take forever to get your paperwork filed. It shouldn't take forever for your claim to be analyzed and decided upon. It shouldn't take forever to do that. Now, at the same time, it is unfair to those who came to this country lawfully and legally and became citizens and learned the language and passed the test and did all of the things that they needed to do properly. It is a slap in the face for AOC to call them constituents. They have not earned that. That has to be earned. Now, I'll say this. This also deals with Trump's executive order on birthright citizenship. I think it may be a constitutional violation there. There may be an issue there because the Constitution protects that. So I think there may be some overstepping there with that. And if that was the argument, if you're saying I'm talking to those people who are here now, but she didn't make that nuanced of an argument.
Right.
And now if that was a nuanced discussion, maybe I would be able to rock with her on this. But right as it stands right now, you want to protect, grapists. You want to protect people. I mean, some of the most vile people, that crime committing people, when you look at the people that are being picked up by ICE, some of these crimes we can't describe because we'll lose our YouTube channel. You can't even describe them. So,
right.
I just, it's insane. It's insane. And I really think she needs to go. She really needs to go because she's a very divisive character.
Thing. I just Googled it. Nearly 6,000 migrants with criminal histories are in New York City. 60,000.
How many have they arrested? How many criminal migrants have they arrested versus how many undocumented migrants have they arrested?
Hold on, let me see if I can migrant arrest New York. I'm gonna see how many they've got. That's LA. 100 New York City. So far in week one, well, and this is 4 weeks ago. Week one, they did 100 in the first week.
Yeah, but so then what is this outrage? Like, they're going to just take all the immigrants. That's not happening. The numbers don't reflect the outrage and the divisive nature of the rhetoric. It doesn't reflect that.
Well, look, ladies and gentlemen, let us know what you think. I think personally, AOC is a little nervous. That's the hinge of nervousness coming from that letter.
And not being versed on policy. You might want to check with legal before you start doing stuff.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to take a very quick break here on the Urban Conservative Podcast. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about somewhere else. Don't go nowhere on a Major City Monday here on the Urban Conservative. We'll be right back.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock Realty. Knock Realty provides exceptional personal service, superior customer care, while giving back 25% or more of the revenue we earn from the sale of your home to be reinvested into the local community. At Knock Realty, we believe that your care and our community come first and will always be our highest priority. Receive the most personal service when buying or selling your home at a very competitive price while making a positive impact in your community. Knock Realty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back on the Urban Conservative Podcast. Got to give a big shout out to Knock Realty. Thank you so much for your support. And as you heard, if you live in Charlotte and surrounding areas, they can help you sell your home and give back to the community at the same time. We're going to talk about Chicago here on this Major City Monday. Mr. $500 haircut himself, looking pretty rugged these days. Looking real rugged these days with what's going on in Chicago.
Man's look stressed out right there.
Well, part of that is because Mayor Brandon Johnson is in Washington, D.C., ahead of a congressional hearing that he's going to actually testify about the city's sanctuary city status before the Republican-led House committee, which has been preparing the hearing by conducting mock hearings with members of his staff and speaking with top elected officials. Dick Durbin said that this guy called him personally and is, asked what to expect. So I think what's going to happen here is he's going to make a complete and total you-know-what out of himself, bro. He's going to be donkey of the day when this hearing goes down, okay? I think one of the problems that you have in a place like Chicago where they're trying to keep what's really going on, which is the government has their thumb on the regular citizens, but they've gone through billions of dollars, so much so the city of Chicago is having a hard time covering the deficit, covering the spread. So he's going to be in DC, and I have a feeling they are going to let him have it, bro. This is going to be one for the ages. The committee's chairman is Kentucky Republican U.S. Rep. James Comer, and he states that cities that do not comply with federal immigration agents should not receive federal funding. Chicago and Illinois both have laws on the books that limit local police officers' ability to cooperate with U.S. Immigrations and Custom Enforcement, laws which have become the subject of a lawsuit from the U.S. Department of Justice. Quote, the House Oversight Committee will hold sanctuary mayors publicly accountable for refusing to abide by the laws and placing Americans' lives at risk. That from Committee Chair Rep. James Comer out of Kentucky. Johnson has also contacted other Illinois leaders for advice, including former Mayor Lori Lightfoot. I don't know how much help he thinks how much help Beetlejuice is going to be. She can't do nothing for you. And former Education Secretary Arne Duncan and former Mayor Rahm Emanuel. Emanuel told NBC Chicago that he told Johnson to remind Congress members that they have not passed comprehensive immigration reform.
So he kind of got a problem here, right? I don't know why you called that lady Beetlejuice. I don't know why you did that. It's funny, but Jesus Christ. So look, here's the issue. Chicago, y'all voted for this. All right. This is who you voted for. So you're going to get what you vote for, right? Right or wrong, bro?
Right.
Now, you don't like the money going on the debit cards. You don't like the hotels. You don't like all the amenities that have been given to people. You don't like it. But you continue to vote for these people. Dang it, Bobby. Dang it, Bobby. Just come on. Just this is just too much. But you voted for it, right? This is what you voted for. So my thing is this. Your sports team is your sports team, winning or losing. That's who you voted for.
Right.
So the solution, Chicago, the solution, state of Illinois, is to not continue to vote for people who put these type of laws into place, because the legislation is dangerous, and all of the meetings, all of the protests, all of the fist pumping, all of that will amount to a hill of beans because it doesn't affect the legislation. You need new people.
Look, check this out. Easy to Google this. Chicago in 2025 will have to allocate $2.1 billion to debt service payments. The city's unrestrained pension costs and debt accumulation are major impediments to revenue growth. The city's debts and unfunded pension liabilities will continue to crowd out funding for other official areas of the budget. They got a problem in Chicago, ladies and gentlemen.
$500 haircut. Now think about that, y'all. You wouldn't give somebody I don't care where you got your hair cut. $500, $1,000,
what comes with this haircut? Is this like is there a massage?
That's how you took the words out of my mouth. I better get the best head to toe massage. I better get the little heated stones. I'm gonna need the facial. I'm gonna need you to find the best avocados on the planet to do my facial.
Yeah, glass of wine or five.
I'm gonna need some Chateau La Pec. I'm gonna need some $500. But again, think about this. There's a space where $500 haircut makes sense, right? Not to me and you, not to the average working person, but I understand that we're in a capitalist society, and I understand that if you could charge $500 for a haircut, and someone will fork over $500, get your money.
I ain't mad at you.
But
however,
I don't think the person who does that is making good economical decisions, especially on his salary, which is what?
I don't even know. Let me find out. Hold on. Mayor of Chicago.
I'm gonna guess and say he's making anywhere from 90 to 140 grand.
All right, hold on. I
know that's a big gap, but get in the comment section before he says it. Get in the comment section, y'all. How much do you think the mayor of Chicago makes? Now don't show it yet.
It's too late.
How much? No,
despite budget experts proceeding but Chicago's mayor, only 2 city leaders opted for automatic. The mayor and 48 aldermen took theirs. Records obtained by show Johnson as the city clerk. After a wage, if Johnson decides to raise, he's estimated to collect $221,052.
There you go.
$200,000 y'all are paying.
Thus the $500 haircut.
Oh, wow, Chicago. Ladies and gentlemen, you are checking out Major City Monday here on the Urban Conservative. We got one more city we're going to talk about on the back end of this.
Wait. Isn't the president's salary like 2 and change?
No, the president's 400.
Oh, okay. I thought it used to be like 250 or something. All right. You making half of what the president make. That's crazy.
For real though. But we'll be right back after this quick commercial break. Y'all do not move. We'll be right back here on the Urban Conservative.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock Realty. Knock Realty provides exceptional personal service, superior customer care, while giving back 25% or more of the revenue we earn from the sale of your home to be reinvested into the local community. At Knock Realty, we believe that your care and our community come first and will always be our highest priority. Receive the most personal service when buying or selling your home at a very competitive price while making a positive impact in your community. Knock Realty.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're back on the Urban Conservative. It is Major City Monday here on the Urban Conservative. Buddy.
Yo, I can't let this $500 haircut thing go. I can't let this go. If you're a woman and you walk into the salon and a service costs you $500, what do you get, Heather? What do you do at a salon that's going to run you $500? I just need to know, what process can you go through at a salon that at the end of that trip, it's $500? Seriously.
Cut, color, blow, extensions.
All at the same time?
Yeah.
And that'll get you to $500.
It could in certain salons.
But a haircut, like I go get this haircut. Look at this haircut. That's a $500 haircut.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Yeah.
So Mayor Brandon Johnson spent $30,000 in campaign funds, $82 a day, every day, 365 days a year on trims and concealer. Yo, man.
Yo, come on. Yo, while this is not funny. Now, you could spend your campaign money that way, but you shouldn't. That's the people's money. Now, and then you paid for that?
Yo, what in the flying Farfignugan is that? Yo, could you do me a favor? I want a dunce cap, but I want it out of my own hair. Like what?
I'm sorry.
Yo, I want a Gumby, but
us.
I want it in the middle. Like, yo, come on.
Yo,
Absolutely.
I want a ramp on my head. Like, yo, bro, come on.
Yo,
bro.
I want to look like a Hershey Kiss in the head. It's what I want.
Oh, wow.
Yo, do you see it, bro? He looks like a Hershey Kiss.
All right,
bro.
so
Come
do
on.
you brush that, comb that, or pick that? What do you do with that?
Yo, and that for that kind of money, the edge up is nasty work, bro. Oh, the edge
I'm
up
being told to keep it going. Like, we gotta go. We got 6 minutes left in the show, and come on, bro.
All right, last thing.
It is impeccable though. There was not a stray hair in that point, I must say. It was impeccable.
I'll give them that. So on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, the good old Queen City, Charlotte, North Carolina. This brings me no joy to share this with you all. A new Wallet Hub study of 100 major cities ranks Charlotte 5th for money troubles. The city did particularly bad in two key overall problems, accounts and the average number of troubled accounts per person. Houston tops the list nationwide, followed by Atlanta, Jacksonville, and Dallas in spots 2 through 4. The study looked at credit scores, problem accounts, bankruptcies, and how often people searched online about debt issues. In response, city officials put 141.6 million in federal money from the American Rescue Plan Act to work. This money helps fund employment programs, housing help, and healthcare support for residents in need. Now, the difficulty with this, right, is that we're a banking capital. Right. You would think that as a banking capital, we would be able to be better fiscal stewards and that people wouldn't be doing that bad here. But I'm just going to go back to this. They looked at credit scores, problem accounts, bankruptcies, and how often people searched online about debt issues. That's not a good look for the city of Charlotte. And part of that, I think, has to do with the leadership that we have here. And the last thing I was going to share about Charlotte is that Rep. Adams, Alma Adams, the hat lady, is hosting a Let Me Lie to You session this coming Thursday. She's calling it a town hall. I'm calling it a Let Me Lie to You session. Here's why. She is going to fear monger people and tell them that Trump is going to cut Medicaid. She's going to fear monger people and tell them that the Republicans are going to cut your Social Security. She's going to fear monger and tell you that ICE is coming to take your abuela away and that Trump is trying to run things as a tyrant. But the fact of the matter is we're talking about somebody who voted against the Laken Riley Act, somebody who voted on party lines against this past budget resolution that included, if you look at the resolution, guess what 2 words are not in that budget resolution, ladies and gentlemen? The words Medicare and the word Social Security are not in the budget resolution.
And
be
if you're
cut.
if you're a working class person, she voted against no tax on tips.
That part. So, look, Major City Monday is in the books, ladies and gentlemen. You got to make sure you're holding your elected officials accountable. You got to make sure that you know what's going on in the city where you live. Each and every first Monday of the month, we do Major City Monday, first Monday of every month. So make sure you are with us, locked in each and every Monday night for the Urban Conservative Podcast. What you got, bro?
Real quick before we go, next Monday is going to be an awesome show. We're going to be talking about life after incarceration. We're going to be talking with our good brother from Buffalo, New York, Lamar Scott, aka Jihad Sadiq. He hosts something called the Handcuffs Off podcast. He's been helping those who've been incarcerated come home and make a life changes and get on the right track. So that's next Monday's show. We're going to be talking about life after incarceration. It's an important subject because so many people re-enter our society after serving their debt to society. And, these people should be afforded a second chance if they do the right thing. So we're going to hear from that brother next week. Should be a great show. For my twin brother, Abdul Ali, I'm Raheem Soto. This has been Major City Monday right here on the Urban Conservative Podcast. We are out of here.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Knock Realty. Knock Realty provides exceptional personal service, superior customer care, while giving back 25% or more of the revenue we earn from the sale of your home to be reinvested into the local community. At Knock Realty, we believe that your care and our community come first and will always be our highest priority. Receive the most personal service when buying or selling your home at a very competitive price while making a positive impact in your community. Knock Realty.